Hello, I thought I might tell a story today. One that happened is, I can't remember, 2010, maybe 2011 in Iraq. But in the United States, and I put a picture that happened maybe 5 or 6 months before this, but because I was still in the E4 Mafia in it, you can see. But it's the same weapons, same vehicles, and all of that that is involved. Well, no, we was in MRAPs. These are Humvees, so different vehicle, but same weapons and everything that was involved in the story that it's shown here. But anyhow, we is supposed to go from Camp Victory is where we was stationed at, and we was all part of the general's personal security detachment. And part of that was if we had to go get people and bring them to him, and so they could have their meetings or whatnot. But from Camp Victory, we had to go to Ramadi and pick up this one-star general and bring him back to the commanding generals on Victory to have some kind of a meeting. But it was supposed to get really windy and sandy that day. So we take off, and when you get out of Camp Victory, you make a left on it. It was called Route Michigan. I'm not sure of the name of the real name of the road there, but it goes, you go make a right on Michigan, and you go about halfway to the distance you'd get to Ramadi on that road, and then you go through Fallujah. And then from Fallujah to Ramadi is about another half of that distance. So go the whole distance in MRAPs takes maybe 2.5 to 3 hours, depending, because they only go about 45 to 50. So not too fast. But anyhow, we left out, and about halfway there, halfway to Fallujah, started getting really sandy. And you couldn't see jack. You just couldn't see anything. And right as we get to Fallujah, right as you go to the road that'll turn off, you make a right and you go down into the town. And then the town of Fallujah, it's just a little tore up place with lots of, now you don't even see cars usually. It's usually like donkeys pulling a truck bed, like a Toyota truck bed cut off. But anyhow, we was going through there, and there's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like old. Here they'd be like where you take tolls, little boxes where people stay in on the highway to take tolls. But we're like the second vehicle in a 4-vehicle convoy. And as we go right by that toll in the MRAP, the engine in it just stalls out. It just cuts off. And I'm like, shit. And the driver, he was like the same way. And then we had this butter bar that was the vehicle commander, and he started freaking out, telling the driver to get it started. But in the driver, he really didn't like the butter bar, so I just told him, calm down and get this thing going. I can see what's going on. We're good right now. But really, I couldn't see jack up there. And in my mind, I was thinking, remember the movie The Scorpion King, where he comes out of the storm? That's what I was thinking was going to happen. But I was like, well, I got something for him. I'll let this hog eat on him if he comes up in here. But you couldn't see him because my area of responsibility was like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And that's right where the road that comes in from Ramadi is. And the strange thing is, at the same time that the vehicle went down, all of the Blue Force tractors and all 4 of them went out for some reason, probably because of the storm or whatever. So everyone was starting to freak out. But yeah, I was thinking, this is like something, they're setting us up for an attack or something. I was looking good, but you couldn't see more than about 3-4 feet in front of you. It was ridiculous. But I was like, damn Scorpion King to come out of here and get us. But in all actuality, it'd be some guy with a donkey and a Toyota truck bed cut off with a bunch of explosives or something. It would do a lot more damage than the Scorpion King would. And then we finally got started up, but none of the Blue Force trackers would work. And we just started crawling out. And luckily, a lot of the people had been there on previous deployments and everything. And most everyone knew how to still get to Ramadi, because the Blue Force tracker will give you directions and it does. It's pretty much the brains of the operation, but we still had radios. But so we finally get there, and then we can't go back because the vehicles are broke, or So the general, we got a hold of his people to get the 1-star, and he was already pissed because he's supposed to be going, but we had to stay the night there, and they fixed the Blue Force trackers and got them working. But then while we was there, they had to stay in these weird dorms that you go into them, and it looks like just Connexes on top, but then you go up under the ground, and they said for the general's personal detachment or something, but it was real strange. You could just, something was just off in that place. We spent the night and had weird dreams about in there. Some weird stuff had went on there, I bet, in Ramadi. And then we got up the next morning and went back, and all the ways back, nothing happened. I think it was just because of the sandstorm, but I thought we'd been in sandstorms and stuff in Kansas and across there in Colorado on the Great Sand Dunes, but no, you get into that stuff in the Middle East, that's a different story. Because like I said, I had on a gaiter over my head and tearaways on goggles, and you still couldn't see, and it just packed all of our electronics and everything with freaking sand and cut them out. But everybody have a great weekend and have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta know. As they croak, I see in the pistol smoke. I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the street, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour, everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the street, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind?